Have you ever seen a cat place its paw on you and then just stare? You think it simply wants attention, but in reality, you may be completely misunderstanding it. But this is what makes you stop. That action is not random at all. It is not just touching you. It is sending a signal, and if you respond out of habit, you may be breaking that signal. What is happening behind that gaze? Do not skip the last part, because it is something that nearly 100% of cat owners do not know. 1. It is testing your reaction. It places its paw on you, very gently, then pauses, stares straight, without blinking. You think it wants to be petted. You reach out your hand immediately, out of habit. But the truth is, you have just ignored the most important signal. It is not asking, it is testing. Testing how you respond. Testing whether you are safe. But this is the part many people do not realize. Everything happens within just a few seconds. By instinct, a cat does not trust immediately. It evaluates constantly every small movement, every change in your body, a slight flinch, a firm touch, enough to change its conclusion. Research shows that cats read human reactions through microsignals, eye contact, speed of movement, muscle tension. This means you do not need to do anything big. Just reacting out of rhythm is enough. But this is what makes you pause. You do not realize you have just been scored. You think it is a normal moment. But to it, that is data. Stored, compared, repeated, and from that, it decides whether to move closer or keep its distance. If you touch immediately, it may pull back. If you move quickly, it will tense up. If you completely ignore it, it will withdraw its paw. But here is the point. Every reaction has consequences. A study on animal behavior indicates that cats adjust their behavior based on prior feedback. This means it is learning from you, not through words, but through your reactions in very small moments. And this is the part that surprises many people. A cat's trust does not come from when you feed it, but from the seconds when you do not overdo anything. Not sudden, not imposing. You do not know, but right at that moment, you have just influenced how it sees you. And if you do it right, it will stay longer, touch longer, trust you more. But if you do it wrong, it will not explain. It will simply, next time, it will not do that again. 2. It is trying to communicate, but you do not understand. It touches you, very lightly, holds it for a few seconds, then looks. No sound, no movement. You think there is nothing special, just a random action. But the truth is, it is speaking, not with words, with contact, with distance, with a gaze that lingers longer than usual. But this is the part many people miss. Cats do not have many ways to communicate. By instinct, cats do not use sound continuously like humans. They prioritize body signals. A touch, a rub, a paw was placed down. That is its language. Short, precise, intentional. Research shows that physical contact is one of the main communication channels of cats. This means when it touches you, it is sending information. Not random, not meaningless. But this is what makes you pause. You did not respond. You continue working, or you gently push it away, or you touch it back too quickly. In your way, not its way, and the signal gets cut off. Cats do not repeat signals forever. They try, then wait for a response. If there is no proper response, they gradually reduce it. Less touching, less looking, less interaction. But this is the part many people do not understand. They think the cat has grown distant. In reality, it has simply stopped speaking because you did not listen. Some behavioral studies indicate that cats adjust the frequency of communication based on human feedback. This means you are shaping how it interacts with you every day, not through instruction, but through how you respond to very small signals. You do not need to do anything complicated. Just pause for 2 seconds. Look back at it. Respond gently, slowly. But this is what changes everything. When you start to answer, it will continue to speak. And if you keep ignoring it, it will not blame you. It will not make a fuss. It will simply stop trying to communicate. 3. It is seeking an emotional connection. It touches you, then keeps its distance. Does not climb fully onto you. Does not leave. Just stays there. And looks. You think it is independent. It does not need you. But the truth is, it is seeking connection. Not the loud kind, not constamment, just presence, close enough to touch, far enough to feel safe. But this is the part many people misunderstand. They think it is coldness. By instinct, cats do not bond in a fully dependent way. They bond in a secure way, always keeping control of distance, but still needing an anchor point, a place it can return to. Research from the University of Lincoln shows that cats form attachment styles similar to those of young children with their caregivers. This means it is not distant as you think. It simply expresses it differently. But this is what makes you pause. It has chosen you. Not randomly, not because you are convenient, but because you are where it feels safest. But the problem is, you do not recognize that moment. You continue working. You do not look back. You do not respond. And that connection passes by. You think it will always be there. But in reality, each time it is ignored, it will gradually reduce its level of approach. Less touching, less staying close, less seeking you out. But this is what makes many people regret. They only realize it after it has changed. A behavioral study shows that cats adjust their level of attachment based on emotional feedback from humans. This means you are either nurturing or weakening that bond every day. It only takes a small change. Pause for 2 seconds. Look at it. Move your hand slowly. Do not impose. And this is what changes everything. It will stay longer. If this makes you see your cat differently in just a few seconds, like this video. 4. It is checking whether you are safe. It touches you, then pauses, observes very closely, does not move closer, does not pull away immediately. You think it is friendly. You think it already trusts you. But the truth is, it is still evaluating you, not once, but continuously, in every small moment. But this is the part many people do not realize. A cat's trust is never absolute right away. By instinct, cats always assess risk. Even in a familiar environment, even with a familiar human, it still needs to be confirmed again, over and over. Research shows that risk assessment is a core survival behavior in cats. This means every time it touches you, it is checking how you react. Whether you are sudden, whether you apply pressure, you do not see that process, but it records everything. A quick movement, a hard touch, an uncontrolled reaction. All of it is stored. But this is what really makes you pause. You do not get a free wrong move. You think it is just one time, but to it, that is data. Next time, it will be more cautious. Touchless, stay closer. You will begin to see it change. No longer as proactive as before. No longer staying near for as long. You call it, it responds more slowly. But this is the part that makes many people misunderstand. They think the cat has changed personality. In reality, it is simply protecting itself better. Some behavioral studies show that cats adjust social distance based on previous experiences with humans. This means you are teaching it whether it should come closer to you or stay away from you. You do not need to do anything big. You just need to slow down, observe before reacting. Keep your movements gentle, very small changes, but to it, very clear. And if you do not realize this, you will not understand why. It is gradually becoming distant from you. 5. It is trying to pull you back into connection. It touches you right when you are busy. You are working, looking at your phone. You feel annoyed. You think it is bothering you. You gently push it away or ignore it. But the truth is, it is calling you, not calling loudly, not meowing loudly, not jumping up. Just one touch, very light. But this is the part many people do not notice. It chooses the least intrusive way to approach you. By instinct, cats do not maintain a connection through words. They maintain it through presence, through brief touches. By appearing exactly when you have disappeared from interaction, you are busy. You are silent. You do not respond. In its world, that is a signal of lost connection. But this is what makes you pause. It does not understand that you are busy. It only knows that you are no longer there with it, and it tries to pull you back. A touch, a look, a pause while waiting for a response. Research from the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery shows that cats adjust their behavior according to their owner's daily routines and level of interaction. This means when you respond less, It will increase gentle, calling behaviors like that. Not to bother you, but to maintain a connection. But this is the part that makes many people feel a little guilty. You misunderstood its intention. You brush it aside. You continue with your work. You think, later is fine too. But to it, that moment is unique. Cats do not make long-term plans. They live in very brief interactions. If ignored, it will try a few times again. Then gradually reduce it. Less touching, less calling. You will see it become better behaved, less bothersome. But in reality, it has stopped trying to connect. But this is the part many people never realize. They think everything is still fine. Just one small change. Pause for 3 seconds. Look at it. Touch it back gently. It does not need to be long. It does not need to be much. But to it, that is an answer. And if you keep ignoring it, you will no longer hear it calling. Not because it does not need you, but because you ignored it. 6. And this is the most important part. It touches you, holds it, then look straight. Do not look away. You think it is just a small action, nothing special. But the truth is, this is its strongest level of connection. Not loud, not obvious, but very deep. But this is the part where you need to pause, because almost no one realizes it. By instinct, cats do not maintain eye contact for long if they do not trust. Direct gaze is a risk. Physical contact is a risk. When both happen at the same time, that is a very high trust signal. Research shows that cats use eye contact combined with touch to build and reinforce social bonds. This means that moment is not random. It is a bridge. But what about you? You glance briefly. You continue your work. You react out of habit. But this is what makes you think you have just missed a real connection. Cats do not repeat these moments many times. It tries. If not reciprocated, it will gradually reduce it. You will not see the change immediately. But gradually, it looks at you less, touches you less, stays for a shorter time, and you will not know why. But this is what surprises many people. They have missed this hundreds of times without realizing it. It only takes a very small response. Pause. Look back. Keep your gaze soft. For you, a few seconds. For it, it is confirmation. Like this video, so that more cat owners do not unintentionally hurt them anymore. When it touches you, do not react immediately. Pause. Observe. Read the signal before acting. Respond gently, slowly. But this is what changes everything. Just a few seconds. You are not wrong on purpose. You just have not understood yet. If you do not want to just keep a cat, but truly understand it, follow this page. You are not perfect, but to a cat, you are its whole world.